This video is for teenagers, anyone in their 20s, everyone that went to school genuinely, because school didn't teach me any of this. My parents had me at 16 and I grew up very independent. I had to learn everything the hard way, how to be an adult, how to create money, how to spend money, financial literacy, how to protect myself, what love is, how to have confidence, basically how to function in life. Credit cards, paying bills, everything I had to learn on my own because school does not teach us this. School didn't teach me how to be an adult. School didn't teach me genuinely how to use my mind and build anything I want. School doesn't do anything but teach us how to be employees in the sense of work hard for what you want physically, work for somebody else, and be a consumer. School didn't show me how to build things on my own, how to literally create wealth, how to use my mind because it's the most powerful thing I have. And I'm making this video to save you time, to save you the lessons, because literally time is so precious, even though time doesn't really exist. Take it from me before you have to spend years and years of learning these lessons. And I'm now the oldest sibling of 7 from ages 4 to 14 roughly. Everything I'm about to share in this video is what I teach my siblings, what I will teach my children. And I want to film this video for you to save you time. Because sadly, a lot of us don't grow up learning these things from our parents, our loved ones. If you're new to my channel, hi babe, my name's Karina. My entire channel is all about self-development. I was being the oldest sibling the other day and eating my younger sibling's food. And I thought to myself, I need to sit here and film this video. In fact, I want all the oldest siblings to join in this video and comment below where you see fit. Anything you feel like I missed or didn't touch base on, add it to the comments. The oldest siblings know we got it out the mud. Like we were dragged through the dirt. We laid the path for the younger siblings to walk. Okay, let me say that right now. If I get a little passionate while I talk today, it's big sis energy. Okay, I can't help it. Number 1, you should choose jobs based on the skills you want to learn, not the money. I don't care what your goal is, what your desired career is, or where you want to go in this life. Choose a job, not because you're desperate, not because you need money either. You need to choose jobs based on what you want to learn. If you want to be head of a company someday, or if you want to start a business, or you have a specific desired career, get jobs that are going to teach you the skills you need to learn, because it's going to look better on your resume. You'll be able to kill any interview you get into, and genuinely, because that's the smartest thing to do. A lot of people waste times working in meaningless jobs. When I was a sales associate, I worked for a company, an art company, for a few years and built myself up to be a manager as a sales associate working part-time. This is when I was in high school. Obviously, I was selling little things like low ticket products, art supplies, things like that. And then when I became a manager, I started to sell high ticket products. What that job did for me was teach me how to sell. I learned communication skills from all different people of different conscious levels. Learning how to sell and building communication skills are one of the most crucial, bare minimum skills you should be learning. Go work for Victoria's Secret. Why? Because Victoria's Secret shows you how to sell and build up the sale, because the goal is, when somebody walks in the store to sell a bra, you have to ask open-ended questions. You have to get to know the customer through dialogue. You have to take the customer on a journey with you, a journey with your words to sell to the customer, make sure they leave happy, and also build a relationship. These are all skills that are necessary to build a business that can help you reach your long-term goal, whatever your career choice is, because the skills you learn in a job like retail will teach you how to sell yourself when it comes to landing the desired job and you're sitting there with the CEO and having a one-on-one interview. I highly suggest a job like that rather than working at like Ross or McDonald's. You should be developing your mind to be on this business mindset because it will help you, okay? Matter of fact, if I was you in school and needed to go get a job at Mercedes, get a job where rich people need to go to buy things. Work at a restaurant that rich people go to. Go be a bartender for rich people. That is where people come up, because they're in the same room of conversations happening. The whole point is to finesse your way, okay? Don't pick jobs mindlessly because you're desperate. Choose a job that's going to get you where you want to go faster. Number 2, When you get your job and you start making money, you should be setting percentages of your paycheck away for things like bills, for things like an emergency fund money. If you want to already start investing in a savings, go ahead. If you want to open up multiple checking accounts, multiple savings accounts, I highly recommend that. You need to know exactly what money is coming in. You need to know in writing what your expenses are, what your bills are, how much they are, what day they fall on. And the dumbest thing you could do when you get paid is go out and buy stupid things. You don't need to be wearing no $300, $400, $500 tracksuit. Why do you have a $300, $400 skincare routine? You're 16 years old. Get your values right. Don't spend your money on stupid things because you have shiny object syndrome. You see your friends out here buying all these expensive things. Genuinely, these things don't matter, especially if they depreciate over time and they don't grow in money. Live below your means. Get your emotional spending under control. You know what's a flex? Is having money to replace your engine here, no problem. And not having to stress about dropping $800, $1,200, $1,500 on your car. What's a flex is being able to quit your job because you have the savings that will cover your bills for a month while you look for a new one. Having the freedom to value your peace of mind and your emotions if a job is not treating you well, and being able to leave it. I don't care if you want to do the envelope method, if you want to pull the cash out and you need to visually see it, because that's what worked for me. When I visually held cash in my hands, put it in a box and count it out, that's what kept me motivated to not go out and spend money. When you get paid, set aside the money that you need to set aside to pay your bills, 10% away for fun money, and divide up any other percentages you might need depending on what your goals are. If you're saving for a car, if you're saving for a deposit on a house, or trying to move into your first apartment, start doing this as soon as you can if you haven't already. I'm telling you right now, as someone who was born from 16-year-old parents and couldn't get the things that I truly wanted, had to school shop in thrift stores. As soon as I got paid from getting my first job, I was blowing my money. I was buying stupid things, anything I wanted. Starbucks every day, going out buying makeup at Ulta, spending hundreds of dollars because I can, buying brand new shoes, going to the mall when I didn't need to because I was bored, and blowing all my money. I'm telling you right now, take it from me, it ain't worth it. The faster that you can become financially responsible and gain control over your emotions at a young age is one of the best and most wisest things you can do. Going back to living below your means, I still do this. Just because I'm making more money doesn't mean my expenses need to go up, because that's the problem, and that's what a lot of adults do. Now, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself, especially from that account that is free money. But as you grow more in your job, or you get older and you start making more money, a lot of us get triggered to start spending more. Obviously, we think that, oh, more money means I get to buy more things, which you can do that, but you should really master living below your means until you have the assets available to buy whatever it is that you want. Because a lot of us emotionally spend, we impulse spend. Credit card debt is not something you can just ignore, okay? And right now, more than ever, I think what's the average amount of credit card debt the young person has? It's probably like 15 to 20K. Do not normalize credit card debt. That is the stupidest thing you can do. A credit card is a hole you can dig yourself in and drown in, okay? Take it from me, who's been in credit card debt. The purpose of a credit card is to build that stupid number that qualifies you to buy stupid things in this society, and get credit cards that has rewards to them, period. A credit card is not fake money, imaginary money for you. Thinking, I'll just pay this later. You will drown in interest rates. You think you can pay the minimum payment on your balance and keep paying that, thinking that your balance is gonna go down? Honey. Interest is a beast. These banks want to make money off of you. How do they do that? With interest rates. Do not use your credit card unless you have the cash to pay it off right here and now. And if you are in credit card debt, you need to get control of your emotional spending, and you need to create more income, period, because you're already drowning in interest. Call and negotiate your debt. Do a balance transfer. Yes, it's going to ding your credit score, but it's worth it if you're trying to get it paid. Do the research. You always have an option. There's so many resources. You just got to find out. You don't be afraid to call and negotiate to learn about this process. Just like how you were out there blowing up that credit card, buying those stupid things, you are also responsible for getting yourself out of this mess, okay? Take it from someone who's been there, done that. Another thing about money is watch how you talk about money. Speak how you want money to show up for you. Do not continue to partake in things, speak in ways that feed the energy of broke. Being broke is a mindset, it's an energy, it's a behavior. And last, stop waiting to be rich to start acting financially smart. Handle your $100 like you would handle $10,000. Build the habits now. Tip number 3 is to invest in yourself. Invest in your mind, your body. I don't care if you're broke with no job. I don't care if you're 14 years old. You should be educating yourself. YouTube is free. You should be watching videos. You should be listening to podcasts and reading books. Develop your skills because that's what's going to get you promoted. That's what's going to get you farther in life. It's what's going to build your quality of life. Skills will get you noticed. You should absolutely be investing in mentors, investing in getting yourself in the same environment as the person that has the lifestyle you want to have, that is walking and talking exactly in the ways that you want to. Learn from these people. To get a chance to have a conversation with these people will fast track you to where you want to go. Do not sit here and allow your pride, your ego thinking, oh, I'll do this all by myself. I don't need to go out and spend $500 on a course. You sitting here being afraid to spend that $500 on a course that will teach you faster than experience, you're putting yourself in a box. You're putting a cap limit on your riches, on your abundance by doing this, by limiting yourself. Invest in the things that will fast track you to where you want to go. I don't care who you are or where you want to be in life. You can learn so much from someone that is walking in the shoes you want to walk in from a simple conversation. And you have the communication skills because you chose the right jobs. You can create so much opportunity for yourself because you weren't afraid to invest in yourself, because you weren't afraid to take action. I'm getting a little bit off track here, but the point is to invest in your mindset, because there are actually 3 personalities, business personalities within every single one of you, including myself. If you can master all 3 of these, you will grow your quality of life. The 3 business personalities are the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. All of you, whether you know it or not, actively work through these 3 personalities in your day-to-day habits in school, at work, whether you're at home cleaning your house, whatever responsibilities you have, any tasks. All of you unconsciously step in and out of these 3 roles every single day. Master all 3 of them and you will just speed rocket through anything you pursue. The technician is the one doing the hands-on work, the production and the delivery of the product, the service, whatever. Bakers, artists, people that have a craft or a business from their craft, fast food employees, warehouse employees are all working in technician mode. The technician sees time as the present moment and is focused on how much can I get done today. The technician sees more production equals more money. So the goal of this role is to get as much done as possible. The manager gets work done through people and systems. They have one eye on the present and one eye on the future. The manager likes to be practical. They are the planner and organizer who turns the vision into action. And the manager sees time in relation to efficiency. So manager roles include anybody in a management role, regardless of what industry. The entrepreneur's work is strategic. The entrepreneur can paint a clear picture on where this business or whatever it is that the entrepreneur is pursuing, where it's going. This role leads, it guides and motivates the team, aka the technician and manager. The entrepreneur sees time as an investment and chooses to make its time efforts into strategic work to ensure the business is headed towards the overall vision. So let me paint these 3 roles more practically for you. Let's say you're a student. you're in school working towards receiving a specific degree. The technician in you is the one that's having to do the homework. The manager in you is the role in you that has to strategically plan your time slots throughout the week. Maybe you have a planner, maybe you dedicate 2 hours a day to study and 1 hour a day for homework. And the entrepreneur in you is the one with the top goal in mind, obviously to receive that degree. So the entrepreneur is reviewing everything that is happening at play within the roles of the technician and manager to make sure that the results are guaranteed. The entrepreneur also is the one that has to motivate the other two roles to work cohesively. There's going to be days where the technician and the manager fights because the manager wants to tell the technician what to do. You need to do this right. And the technician doesn't want to be bothered. All three of these roles, I feel, are very vital towards creating success in your life, no matter what it is you want to pursue. Since we're on the topic, I want to speak on how important it is for you to keep your mind sharp, to build your mindset, because we're in such a time of brain rot and overconsumption. Training your mind is what will actively allow you to create and see opportunities for yourself that others wouldn't. And that's exactly why I want to introduce Brilliant to you, who is the sponsor of today's video. Brilliant is simply a learning app that engages your mind in fun ways through little games that keeps your mind sharp. There are thousands of interactive lessons in math, science, programming, data analysis, and even AI. Brilliant helps you build critical thinking skills through active problem solving rather than trying to memorize things. So while you're playing these fun interactive games, you're building real knowledge and becoming a better thinker, because each course is designed to build real skills and develop your intuition. Every lesson is crafted from professionals from Stanford, Google, Microsoft, and more. The math courses help you build your mathematical intuition and fluency with visuals that help you bring concepts to life. Here you'll build a strong foundation in algebra and then go beyond to calculus and more. Brilliant science courses help you understand the universe at entry level. Learn to think like an engineer as you learn to build electrical circuits. Here in the programming courses is where you can build a solid foundation in coding. You'll get experience with real-world applications and break down complex problems into manageable code. Data analysis, which is perfect for learners of any level, uses real-world data to train you to see trends. What's great is you can set a goal in the app to learn as little as 5 minutes a day. Don't sit here and tell me you don't have 5 to 10 minutes a day for your brain. Give Brilliant a try. They actually offer a free 30-day trial. You can visit brilliant.org/Karina Alexandria or scan this QR code to get started with Brilliant today. I will also have it linked down in my description box, where you can also get 20% off the annual premium subscription. Thank you, Brilliant, for sponsoring this video. Guys, if you're still here, I appreciate you for supporting me. It's going to get juicier because we're about to get into the more personal side of things. Tip number 4 is to stop caring and be confident. Truthfully, nobody cares, and no one else's opinion of you matters. The only opinion and validation you should seek is from yourself and your inner child. Being insecure keeps you unfed and unheard. So you have to go after what it is you want, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it seems hard. Everything is hard, truthfully. Stop moping around about how hard everything is. Choose to pick what hard you want to get into and go after it, because literally all of us have to do this. The quicker you choose to shift and be a boss over your own life, the easier it becomes. Because after you choose to go after and do something uncomfortable, you realize, wow, that wasn't so hard. And it motivates you because you did it. What you don't know is choosing to do the hard things, even at the times you really don't want to, build your mind like a muscle. When you go to the gym and you do a workout routine, you're actively working out the muscles, okay? You're pumping that iron. You have to actively do it multiple times to get it to grow, right? And you have to feed it. It's the same concept for your mind. There's a part of your brain, it's called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, that is responsible for your willingness to live, the willingness to get up and go do things. The more that you push yourself to not be scared, to choose to speak up in class, to choose to speak up to your boss when you don't like how something is done, you're building confidence, okay? And all of that is building your character and building you stronger. Like my mother has always said, closed mouths don't get fed. After you do it, you're gonna feel so proud of yourself. And another thing, don't run from your battles. Because when you choose to face your problems, your insecurities head on, I'm not gonna lie, babe, you feel like a boss. When you choose to show up and be a boss over your responsibilities, people, your problems, your enemies, okay, you literally become unstoppable. Your confidence level, it's built, okay? It's bulletproof. If somebody dares to disrespect you, check them. I don't care if people are talking to you from their ego or they're trying to make you look dumb in front of everybody. Stand up for yourself, because you can't be out here having people think you are weak, because the weak will get stepped on and you will be left unfed, unheard, and unpaid. Build your confidence with consistency. The more you practice something, the easier it will become. And never be afraid to be who you are. Be authentic to who you are. Because the more that you are authentic to yourself, people will respect you, okay? This is one way to gain respect, because you're not afraid to show up. You're not afraid to check people. You're not afraid to make sure you are fed and seen. Be who you needed. Do you understand me? Show up for yourself in the way that those people never could. And this is how you become bulletproof. Tip number 5 I want to speak on is protecting yourself, okay? Your body, your mind, and your energy. Because there is a such thing as people are out here harvesting off of your energy. Do you understand? People will show up to steal your energy because they like the way you make them feel. They like what you have to offer. They want to be around you. They want to be there at the highest of times, and they leave you after they've gotten what they wanted, and they will leave you feeling depleted. In this world we live in, people are constantly trying to take from you. They want your money. They want your attention, okay? Everyone is trying to sell something to you. There's so much beauty in the world, but you have to protect yourself. All the work you've done for yourself, showing up for yourself, nobody out here is worth the price of that. You do not need to be losing your mind over nobody. Your peace of mind ain't worth nobody. You should be able to notice the signs of when people are using you or harvesting your energy. 1 is that you feel depleted. 2, you feel anxiety when they're around. 3, people only want to be around you for a certain reason, and it's selfish reasons, okay? There are men out here, ladies, that want you for one reason and one reason only, and you know this. Do not give them access to you, and then they will continue to use you to see how far they can get with you. A real man would not do that. If you have a boy texting you, talking about he wants to pull up on you, he wants to talk, and this boy hasn't taken you on a date, hasn't made you his girlfriend, bye. Leave that dusty alone. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There are men out here that know what they want. Every man knows what they want. And when a man meets a woman, he can place that woman into 3 categories. This woman is either a friend, or I can shape this woman to be what I want her to be. Or 3rd, this is my dream woman. I need her. I must have her. All men, whether they know this or not, will place you in a category as they see fit. You have to become aware of that, especially if you're out here dating men. I'm telling you right now, when a man meets his woman, he's not going to sit here talking about pull up, I want to talk to you and text you, rah, rah, rah. He's going to pursue you. Okay, he's going to take you out. He's going to spend his money on you, and he's not doing it for one thing and one thing only. He is not afraid to make you his. He is not afraid to show you off, to take you out. And that's one thing, is you need to be able to identify a boy and a man. I'm telling you right now, these boys ain't worth it, and men come and go. That is one thing you need to understand. So don't be out here thirsty for attention. You don't need to be acting like a pick-me, period. Okay, you are a woman, you're a goddess, you're a temple. Your body is a temple. You make these men respect you and your bedtime. If they have you out on a date, you make sure they take you home by a certain hour, because you got your nighttime routine to work on. You got your skincare to do. You need your beauty rest, because your energy is everything. You got a routine. Do not prioritize no man that ain't your husband or got a ring on it or your boyfriend over you, over your schedule, over your routines. And last thing I want to say on the subject of protecting yourself, you should always be using protection. Physical intimacy is an energy exchange. This is the most vital thing I want all women to understand. Who you are intimate with, you are exchanging energy with. You are giving them your energy and you are taking theirs. Do you understand? This is why women will lose their mind over men. This is why women become addicted to men. You take on their sufferings and they harvest yours. You need to be picky and choosy with who you decide to exchange energy with. Your womb, your physical womb is sacred. You need to treat her with respect because she will absorb everything that that man has been through in his life and what he does in his life. She absorbs it. She absorbs that energy, that toxic behavior. And what a lot of women don't understand and what scientists have been canceled for is that we take on their DNA. We inherit it. Our body is chemically designed. It's built in our DNA to get accustomed to that man, to adjust to that man, because we are designed as women to have babies. Our body, our organs think, this man, this is our husband. This is who will bear our children. And we inherit their DNA. That is a whole other video in itself. So I'm only going to share that little piece of what I need you to know that is important. Do your own research. In summary, protect your mind, your body, and respect yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a prize and not everybody deserves access to you. That leads us into tip number 6, and that is knowing your value. You are valuable. I don't care if you don't believe me. I don't care if you don't think you are. I don't care what it is you've been through. You have the most powerful thing that exists, and that is your mind. You possess an energy that can literally create anything. Everything in this room around me started off in someone's mind. Do you understand? There is no physical difference. We all come from the same place, but the difference is that these people built their mind to give them what they want. Part of protecting yourself is knowing your value and knowing when someone or a situation is harming you or not benefiting you, and not being afraid to leave it in the dust. Stop sitting here thinking, oh, there's potential in him. He's got so much potential. I don't want to hear none of that. Know when to cut situations off, know when to cut people off, because your peace of mind ain't worth it. Literally develop it as a sixth sense, to see when something is coming to an end, to see when you're not benefiting from a situation anymore, to see anything that is going to possibly end up manipulating you or harming you. You need to set boundaries. And if you struggle with setting boundaries, it's because you lack confidence. People please, avoid confrontation regardless of the reason. All of those reasons harm you. It is okay to say no. And don't say, sorry, no. You don't need to even explain why you're saying no. How do you expect people to respect you if you can't even respect yourself? You have to teach people how to treat you, because sometimes people don't know how to treat people. If you feel emotionally insecure and you find it hard to let go of relationships because you have a fear that there is no one else better for you, a lot of people go through things like that where they fear that truly, like, this is it. They will choose to settle because they think there's nothing else better for them, no better job, no better situation or partner. You've either been programmed to believe that you have to settle, or you're just emotionally immature, you're naive. Because truthfully, as someone who's 28 years old, you realize that people come and go, like jobs come and go. Literally, you've only lived not even a third of your life, and you think this is it for you? I'm gonna tell you right now, your life is not worth settling for people, relationships, or jobs that do not satisfy you, do not please you. You deserve the best. You are worthy of the best. I don't care what anybody has told you. Put yourself on a golden platter and do not settle. Declare for what you want. Don't be afraid to, because once you decide to, God will literally test you on what you say. What are the tests, you might ask? It's the vibration you're sending out. It's the pick me energy. It's me wanting to be validated. So I choose to think that love is going to solve my problems, but in reality, I just want to be chosen. You will keep continuing to attract lessons to you. If you keep attracting toxic men or women in your life, and you keep having the same cycle in every relationship you get into, it's because you are emitting a frequency that is pulling those men to you, pulling those scenarios to you. You have to stop and think, what am I doing to attract this situation? There is something going on within me. And the truth might be that you have a lesson you need to learn to love yourself, to stop disrespecting yourself and your body, to start having boundaries, to choose you. To wrap this up, know your value and speak on it. And the last tip is to master your emotions. This is one of the hardest tips, I think, in my opinion, that all of us have to face because we are constantly getting triggered by things in our life. Life is literally how well you control your reactions to something, to people, experiences. Take it from me, who has grown up from a very toxic environment. When you react, you give people what they want. You give people that reaction that they want from you. I'm telling you right now, you give your power away by doing this. Nobody is worth you stepping down, stepping below to meet people's energy. If here's you and here's somebody, you should never lower yourself. You make them close the gap. If somebody has you acting out of pocket, has you acting out of your body in a way that you don't normally do, leave that situation, get away from that person, literally step out of yourself and sit. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? The point is that you cannot think logically and solve problems if you're emotional. Sorry guys, my phone died. Normalize pausing before you react. You don't have to be so quick with a response. You don't have to clap back so fast. Pausing before you react allows you to stay grounded because you're thinking before you decide to speak. This is mature. If you're experiencing negative emotion, transmute them into something positive. I don't care if you're mad, if you're angry, you got in a fight with somebody. Take those feelings you feel and do something with them. Go work out, paint something, master transmuting pain into your success. That is how people go through breakups and glow up. Literally, lose weight, become more beautiful. They take the pain from the breakup and they transmute it. If you can master this, you will truly master anything and everything that comes your way. And I want to clarify what I mean when I say master your emotions. It's not about how well you can take something. If someone is coming at you, arguing with you, literally attacking you, this does not mean that you understand, oh, this person is just who they are for a certain reason, has nothing to do with me. You're not a doormat, okay? That doesn't mean you sit there and take it. You stand up for yourself because you respect yourself. The point is to master your emotions to allow you to navigate through life better, because you'll go through scenarios with people when you see someone is behaving a certain way over and over. You start to realize, okay, this is their personality. Like, this person has been through things in their life. They have programs and limiting beliefs that they've developed. Let me save myself peace of mind. Let me save myself from choosing to react and get emotional, because I understand that this is just who they are. I'm gonna let them do them and I'm gonna do me. Because in reality, in life, you're gonna go through so much. You're gonna go through many lessons, many people. You're gonna experience good and bad things. But if you can master your reaction and know you are going to get through it, have faith in yourself, have faith in God, and choose to have the perspective, okay, I'm going through this for a reason. And that reason is for me to overcome it, for me to evolve. And when you choose that perspective, overall, you win. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is all that I have for you today. I invite you to share and speak on whatever I missed. What you don't know is people are literally reading your comments and you're changing people's lives. Overall, I want this video to be healing. I want this video to help the world and provide value. Engaging with this video will spread this message to people you feel that need to hear it. Because like I said before, a lot of the things I've spoken about just now, we don't learn in school. Overall, I just want to remind you that you are loved, you are divinely protected, and you truly deserve the best in life. So don't be afraid to choose you. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you for being here. I will see you in the next one.